from HexHeart Podcast, and as promised and as proposed, I have got the one and only Ryan Brown from Titan. We're going to be introducing him in a little bit, and we're going to be talking about a ton of subjects involving him. If you've been watching a couple of my shows before, then you'll know that I've done plenty of guests before involving rock and metal and skateboarding and stuff like that. And this is definitely a candidate. So, what do you say, guys? Let's bring him in.
Hey, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm moving my camera a little bit. Sorry.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I have my laptop like this way, and then I got my camera like right here. So.
Man, that's all sorts of bad.
Yeah, so like when I talk straight on, I gotta like look here, but then when you're talking, I have to like look that way.
Right. I got you. So, how have you been? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I'm still digesting everything that's happened, you know.
Right. I've been looking at a lot of different videos and events that you've been putting it forward. We're moving.
Hold on.
There you go. So, let's just get into it. I mean, there's so much to digest. Just going backwards from a moment's notice back. Where do you go? Where are you going from this moment on?
Oh, are you talking about my guest feature?
Yes.
Okay, so I mean that was something that my buddy Rex asked for me to do, and so I was like, cool. Like, I know the quality of their music is really good, so given the opportunity to put my voice on a quality good song, I was like, hell yeah, like I'm down. And then like 2 weeks ago, I recorded vocals for our new song, Carnival Decay, and that's coming out.
Which is a banger. I mean, that's really awesome.
Yeah, you've seen us play it before because we've only ever played it live. So.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, it's the opening track to our set. So being able to finally actually put my voice on it, it sounds amazing. Like, it sounds next level vocally. Like I pulled out all the fucking stuff for it.
All right. I have to say that my favorite one that ever since that you took over for Titan was the one in the warehouse. That was the one that was one of my favorites. I mean,
oh yeah.
You willingly got shot in the head for that one. I'm kidding. Not seriously, but that was I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting her to walk up to you and just go.
Yeah, something a little cheesy and dorky, I guess. Yeah, no, right. It was kind of like, oh, what do we want to do? And we were all just kind of, come on, stupid wire. We were all just kind of like not sure what we wanted to do with it. So yeah, like that's just kind of like what you see is kind of like how it all played out. Oh my god, this chord's kind of nuts. All right, here we go. There we go.
Cool.
All right. But yeah, no, that one was a fun one. Actually, that whole day was stressful. It was so unbelievably stressful. The generator that I borrowed from my dad, it died.
I was wondering how you did that. Like at that place, it didn't look like it had any power. It just
it was no power. The generator died, and it was kind of like during COVID still ish. So we couldn't rent one because they weren't letting us rent. So I actually had to buy one. So I dropped like $700 on the cheapest one they had. Yeah. Ooh, so it's like
generators are big.
Yeah. So, and the thing is like we had to walk like a quarter of a mile to actually take all the gear there. So between walking there, all the gear, I had to draw, like me and Hector, we had to carry this 150-pound, 200-pound generator. And like we had gas too with us that we were like hauling. So it was, oh my God, like
What a
I don't think I
mess.
ever want to shoot a music video that I have to move gear like that for. Like without, like, I won't do it until we have like 10 extra hands with us. If we have 10 extra
Actual
hands,
stage hands.
yeah, stage hands, like that would be awesome, but it's so tiring. And it was hot. It was I think we filmed it in September. So it was still like 105 out, and we were inside the warehouse. So that was even more like hotter being in there. And then we're moving all the gear. So, and I was passed out like 5 different times because my long ass hair, and I'm wearing that camo jacket. And I was just like, why did I do that to myself? But the video came out sick.
It was really impressive. You did a good job. It's not a matter that you did a good job acting. You did a good job in it entirely. Like that sound was impeccable. And then
Thank
you're
you.
screaming and then you're shrieking on top of it. Aced it. I mean, there's a lot of reason why that's one of my favorites, but that's the top one. Just you get out there, because when you were doing the last Titan before, you weren't the vocalist,
No.
but this time you were the vocalist and you nailed it. I mean, it was good. It was amazing. Props.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it was never my intention to ever be the vocalist. I just wanted to play guitar because I personally just don't like my vocals. I don't like my voice at all. So being a vocalist was like something I never thought I'd ever do. Like, I was cool with backup vocals because they're like hidden or whatever and not important. But when everything happened, it was just kind of like, well, we tried out like 17 people. Well, we tried out 16 people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, here we tried out 3 people. We had like 12. We had like 10 or 11 other people send us clips that were like really crap, really bad.
Right.
And then I was like, yo, man, like, we have a month to record this song because we already paid for the studio time. I'm going to give you guys a crappy demo. So I gave the band a crappy demo, which was in my eyes crappy. And they loved it. They were like, holy shit, like, that's amazing. You did such a great job. And I was like, what, really? And they were like, yeah, that sounds great. And I was like, that's terrible. And they're like, no, dude, that sounds great. And I was like, okay.
You're arguing on your greatness is amazing.
Yeah, dude, well, because I look at my idols and I'm like, man, I want to sound as good as they do, and then other people are like, nah, man, like you sound like good in your own way. And I'm like, ugh.
You do. It's really intense in your own way. And that's where I think that it definitely comes out that it's you. Like when you do your vocals, you don't sound like anybody. And that's one of the things that you guys aim for, is that you aim to not be anybody but yourself. Unique is the term here.
Yeah, exactly. And like that's literally it. Like that was my biggest not my biggest hurdle, but that was like my biggest thing was like accepting this is my sound, this is what I sound like, and either people are gonna like it or people are gonna hate it.
There you go. That's a good way of putting it. It's something that a lot of people are dealing with in the metal scene right now. That we're dealing with either I'm going to be me or I'm going to be nobody.
Hey, if I share this link on my Facebook, can people click on it and jump in?
I'm pretty sure they can, and I'm willing to give that. I'm willing to give that a go if it'll work.
Yeah, I want to see if I can get some people on this and talk to us. Hold up.
The other thing,
get more people to check your stuff out.
Right. So a couple of questions that I especially wanted to go down was the history of how you went from the last Titan to Titan, because we didn't hear a lot of that for the longest time. There was a lot of hush hush, and if you want to go into it, that's an interest. It's just more or less for the history books of Titan.
All right, cool. I posted it. But yeah, so yeah, it was super like nobody was expecting it. I mean, we weren't, honestly. Like, we were so kind of like back and forth with what we wanted to do. And we just decided, we were like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, everybody already called us Titan anyways. And we were like, we didn't like the term. We just kind of grew out of the last part. Like, we kind of grew out of that, you know?
Right.
Because when you hear that name, you
The
think of
last
like,
Titan.
yeah, when you think about it, you kind of get the idea of like, oh, there's some kind of like fucking band that has music for like, I don't know, fictional shit or something.
That's interesting.
Yeah, like, well, that's like, that was us. Like, we don't write about mythology. We don't write about fucking Spartan warriors or whatever. We write about, our real life experiences and use like,
Yeah,
themes.
you had an image of a Spartan skull, which
Yeah, so
really
like that didn't
goes
help.
back to
Yeah, that didn't. Yeah, that didn't help at all. That we kind of like, I don't know. We were just trying to figure something out, just trying to get started.
So why
So why the name?
TIT upside down AN?
Oh, TIT, and then we had to put there's a couple like already bigger bands or like artists that have the name Titan, and so like it was like, you know what, if we want to take this and try to like separate ourselves from everyone else, we have to change something about the name. Otherwise, when you look up Titan, so many other things come up. So when we looked up Titan with the V instead of the A, there was like nothing, and we were like, fuck it, there's nothing out there. So we claimed it. So if you
it still works.
Yeah, if you go to Google and you type in TITVN band, Titan band, like that, it brings up only us, nothing else, and no one else.
That's actually unique. That's what you wanted.
Yeah, and like it's funny because I saw there's a guy that I follow on Twitter named oh fuck, what's his name? I can't remember his first name. I think it might be Alan Harrington. I think that's his name. He's a big metalcore person on Twitter, and he posted like this Twitter post, and he's like, bands need to start coming up with more unique names or something because I can't find you guys on the internet. And I commented, and I was like, yeah, my band, if you look it up on Google as Titan Band, and I put all caps, I was like, I guarantee we are the only thing you're gonna find. And like it got so much attention because people were like, holy shit, like your band literally is the only thing that exists.
There you go.
And it's like you got to be unique. And even though like it's not the most attractive name because people go, oh, TITVN, they make jokes about it. It's like, I mean, you can still look us up and you could find
it still gets you.
Yeah, like to me it's like, oh, okay, it's a funny joke, haha.
Or you can call it that when you're going out on tour, the Tit Band.
No, I'd rather not. I mean, I'd rather not. And I only would rather not do it just because it's like it already got old. It was already annoying for the first fucking like couple weeks that people were talking about it, and now I'm just like, anytime somebody brings it up, I'm just like, oh, you must be a new person here. You're new, because like only my homies, like only my close friends, I'm cool with them saying it because like I know they're messing around. But like people I don't know, I'm just like, have your fun, get out of my face. I don't want to hear your I don't want to hear your annoyingness. Like,
yeah, right.
You know Jared Dines, right?
I think so.
So he's the famous YouTuber that got like really massive off the "Does it gent" saying.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah. So every time he'd like be in public or at a show, people were like, "Oh, Jared, does it gent?" And I could only assume that he's so fucking over that shit. Like so annoyed.
Right.
I mean, he's probably, I don't know. Love the guy. I've hung out with him a few times and went to his house and partied and stuff. Like he's a good dude. He just, people sometimes get annoying.
I feel that. So I'm actually on that note, does Taking Fox Hollow or White Wolf, do they ever have any partake in any of your projects?
Well, it's funny because out of all the bands in the scene, in our scene over here, I talked to CJ from Taking Fox Hollow like a lot. I talked to CJ a lot. And my cousin
He's a
Garrett.
pretty cool dude.
Oh yeah, dude, I love CJ. He's amazing. He's literally the most underrated musician in the entire, probably in all of the fucking world. Like, he's literally a jack of all trades. He does everything. He pours 150% of his life into anything, musically, video, photo, whatever it is.
Yeah, right.
He's fucking,
He's doing photography now, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, for the new venue that's in Stockton, I think. Oh, sorry,
nice.
I just got off work and I'm exhausted from work.
All good. So what about Joel? Have you heard anything from White Wolf in a while?
I just talked to my cousin Garrett because he's the bass player, and you know, they're going through some changes and stuff right now, but they're still working on new music, so that's cool.
At the moment, we're kind of short on metal venues. I'm trying to work on that level with Ninos, and it's hopefully going to get better the more the year goes by. But we're still working on even trying to get our foot in the door with that one.
So there's no venues in Modesto anymore at all?
As far as I can tell, I mean, you're able to try to make some metal happen at Urbano's or maybe over, like I said, over at Nino's when they allow it. But that's about it. I mean, metal is pretty fickle.
Yeah.
Metal is pretty fickle in the Modesto area. I know that there's currently places. Oh, and Mod Spot. There you go. So Mod Spot with Darren Morris of the VMI Institute. They also do metal shows on a frequent basis. But yeah, other than that, metal's pretty fickle until we like get our head out of Spinnakers and OP. You know, they're gone. Literally, other place has their red lettering just removed.
Oh, so they literally took it all the way down?
Oh, they took it all the way down. They removed the lettering and everything. It's just dead. It's just dead there.
That was a cool little spot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a good little spot. But you know, we're definitely trying to continually find places. I'm on a constant lookout. People that I'm working with. Perhaps. I mean, I can't be entirely sure, but perhaps Speakeasy might do like hard punk. But I can't say for sure that they'll do a metal thing. I haven't had a chance to talk to them about that. That's one of my means for this month to go and do, because if that's a place we can, then that's 3 places. There's Nino's, there's Speakeasy, and there's Urbano's, and those are I guess all we got right now.
Any news on like another one of those Halloween festival things that they used to do?
Oh no, unfortunately. Oh, well, I did hear that they're trying. I know that they're doing a Turlock festival Days on the Green, and that's for Turlock. But there's nothing in Modesto. Modesto is pretty jacked up right now, involving concerts.
Yeah,
it's
no more
pretty
X-Fest either. X-Fest is done.
The guy that threw it is a councilman now. Of course, I don't think he's gonna come back and do another one like that. And again, and there's always chances that something's gonna pop up. There are people that are trying to make it happen.
Yeah, I got lucky. I played X-Fest one year, one time when I was in my my old band, and it sucked. The stage was a piece of shit. Bro, the stage was a piece of shit. They had us play before doors even fucking opened, or pretty much like right at when they were opening. But like, we were so far away from when doors opened that it's like we were already fucking done with our set practically when the people showed up. And the stage was breaking. Like literally, it was just 2 4x8 pieces of plywood put together, and it was like fucking 4 or 5 feet up in the air. So it's like hella
Jesus.
dangerous, and it's like wibbly wobbly. It was a fucking nightmare.
Ugh, horrible. Bad promoting.
Oh yeah, it sucked. But I mean, you know what though? At least I can say, yeah, I played it.
Right, and that's definitely what I can say the same thing. Like, you know, I had some issue. I have some issues with the festival scene myself. I won't air out my dirty laundry here, but it was pretty adventurous on what I've dealt with in the festival scene. But I got to work it, and I got to stagehand. I got to lights work. I got to do stagehanding. I got to do as much as I could for the festival scene, and it got me to where I am. Honestly, I have to say the reason that people know who I am was because of the festival scene, and that just says a lot.
Yeah, no, it's good to just like, I mean, it's okay like if you run into a really bad situation, it's okay to like be like, yeah, this was my shitty ass experience. Don't make the same mistake I did.
Right.
But like if it comes to like literally being like, no, that person's a piece of shit, like don't be like that, you know? Like there's a difference.
Right. Don't. That counts as an attack. That counts as an attack. Don't do that.
Yeah,
don't do
so
that
you know,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
not here.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's why I was saying, like, for my situation, it's like I could say, oh yeah, I played, but my stage was shit, and they gave us a slot that literally was like as doors were opening, if not 10 minutes before. So our set was already over when people showed up. That was my shitty experience. But like the guy that booked us, he was a nice guy. And I don't think he meant it to happen that way. It's just the cards that were dealt, and he was trying to make it work. But yeah, I don't know.
There you go.
Yeah, you know, you just kind of go with it.
I got you. So what's it like owning your own venue? What's it like running Titan Tower?
Oh, Titan Tower is just my house. There's not, it's nothing like crazy.
Dude, you have a house parties there almost every chance I hear. I'm in Modesto. I'd be owning that shit.
Well, you know, like all good things, they have to come to an end. So sadly, at the end of 2019, when 2020 happened, you know, we had all that, all the COVID and stuff, and that pushed, you know, that pushed everyone to stay home. And then when, you know, everything happened with the band kind of falling apart, members getting kicked out, members kind of leaving, members not knowing what's going on, it really put a stone in the clock, you know, and it stopped everything for the band, and it made everyone kind of divided in the scene against us. Like we had a lot of people that supported what happened. We had a lot of people that didn't support what happened. And when that happened, people chose sides, and it sucked because a lot of those people I thought were my friends, but they're not.
I'm assuming you're talking about the issue with Jordan.
Yeah.
Okay. And the reason I'm bringing it up is because not a lot of people could know exactly what's happening from the past couple of months. So I'm just bringing it up.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's like, it's something I don't really like talking about anymore because it's like, yeah, that was like, it'll be 2 years this year that it happened. So it's like, it doesn't really matter. We rebranded, new band, new name, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to the whole, like, oh, we have a little venue at our house or whatever. I mean, it's just a house. We just invited everyone to come hang out for everyone dressed up for Halloween, and we had like okay, so on paper, I have 150 names on paper that came through. Like actually,
Nice.
but every time I've talked to people about it, they're always like, "Nah, man, there was 200, at least 200 people." So I'm like, "Really?" And they're like, "Yeah, there was a lot of people that didn't sign in that came through the front door instead of the side yard." And I'm like, "Ah, shit."
Yeah, they went through here, they went through there, they went
Yeah,
through
so
the
I
skylight
tried.
and all other places.
Yeah, it's like I tried really hard to like maintain and like, you know, just not control it, but control it because it's like I rent here. I don't own the house. So it's like I
Mhm.
gotta I gotta maintain some sort of
You gotta
control.
maintain order.
Yeah, exactly. The best I could. But man, we had such a crazy ass night, man. We were all drinking. Well, not everybody, because there was people that were not 21 that I had risk. So
Right, you
if
wanna
you were
keep
20,
the lot full.
yeah, so I kept actually when you came through the door, if you you'd get a bracelet if you were 21, and you'd get an X if you were under 21. And I even had like a couple of my couple of my homies, they were like, "Yo, we're gonna, make sure this works out. Like, just give us a couple beers and give us some tacos, and we're gonna work for free for the night and make sure that there's no underage drinking." I was like, sick. So I had some homies help me out with that, and took care of them. Um, and it kind of sucked though, because there were a couple of my friends that I told them, do not drink if you're under 21, and they were literally
Mhm.
fucking drinking. They would
Guzzling.
every time they fucking drink, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And it sucks. I had to kick them out, and they got mad at me, and I'm like, "What do you mean, bro? Like,
You
if a
were
cop rolled up,
drinking.
yeah, if a
Yeah,
cop rolled up right
exactly.
now, I would lose everything. I would go to fucking jail because you can't
Right,
respect
because
my
you
house."
ran it.
Yeah,
You were
it's not
you
that I
were
don't want you to have
technically
fun.
yeah, you were the promoter that night, technically. Everything, as far as I have recollection, everything that happens isn't on them. It's on you because you put
It's
it
on
together.
me. Yeah, exactly. I put it together, and it's my house. So it's like, I'm the one that gets in trouble. But sorry, I hit my microphone. Um, but yeah, so that happened, and that was fun. But yeah, ever since that all that shit happened, COVID happened, we don't do the parties anymore. Like I try to have kickbacks and I try to hang out, but as of recent news, I found out that a lot of people that I thought were my friends actually aren't my friends and fucking hate me. Because apparently I talked about my band to the point where they just got annoyed. And I had no idea. It's like no one ever really told me, like, "Hey, man, you kind of talk to your band too much." It's like no one ever told me that. So how did I know that I was
What
upset
the
about?
heck? That's what you do.
Yeah,
It's
I've had
not
a few people say that.
it's not just what you do. It's who you are. That's Ryan Brown. He is in Titan. You can't
Yeah,
just that's like saying that's like saying talks about stage too much. Staging is what I do. It's not
yeah.
sorry you don't want to hear about stuff that we're into and that we do for as a lifestyle, but
It's
you
just who we
know,
are, you know? Yeah, no, it just kind of hurt really bad. And like, it's like, I'm not even that same person anymore. Like, you will catch me talking about Star Wars or a video game or a different movie series more
you're
than
an anime
I'll talk
fan,
about
aren't
my
you?
band. I don't even talk, yeah, and anime now. Like, I don't talk about the band much anymore. I just kind of like
That's so horrible. I mean, you should
yeah,
definitely. That's not something you should. Like I said, we don't just go to see your music. We go to see you. I mean, you guys got a ton of support, and it's not just for your band. It's for you guys. We're friends. We're friends with you guys. I mean, I
yeah.
swear, some people have no soul.
Nah, people just they meet me or they met me at one point at 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever it was. They met me at a time that I was a different person, and I've changed, and they would rather keep that same person I was all that time ago in their head instead of allow this new version of me to present themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Horrible people. Horrible. I mean,
Nah, they're not horrible people.
if you're gonna take
They
me at my lowest, if you're gonna take me at my highest, take me at my lowest also. I swear.
Yep. No, I mean I could agree with that 100% because like there's plenty of people that I know that I was not a fan of that I consider some of my closest friends. But
Mm-hmm.
there's people that I thought were my closest friends who I don't want anything to do with. So,
Yeah.
people change, things happen. And I don't think everyone deserves a second chance. I really don't. But I think a lot of people can get that second chance. But not everyone
There you
deserves it.
go.
You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Yeah. Well,
So I wanted to ask. Sorry, one of the
no,
things I
you're good,
wanted
man.
to ask you was, oh, what are you drinking, by the way?
Oh, Liquid Death, Bury It Alive
Yeah, that's
is my
actually
drink.
one of the companies that you're actually sponsored by, aren't you?
So the podcast that I was doing, it did briefly get sponsored a little bit. So that was cool. Definitely want to try to make that work again, but I don't know. I'm so on the fence of this whole podcast thing because, like I said, as of recent news, was like finding out hella people actually don't like me, and I'm just like, do I
Horrible.
even want to fucking yeah? I'm like, do I even want to fucking do this? Like, because originally it would be like I bring on guests like every week, and then I
Yeah,
thought, fuck,
right.
man, like that was a lot of work for me to do,
And there's a
constantly
lot
try
of
to get
people.
people.
There was a lot of people that watched this. I mean,
Yeah, like I actually did have a lot of people, but like what I thought about was like if I'm gonna do this again, I want it to be more like a talk show, and I bring guests on whenever I can, but that's not the main
mhm, right.
focus. The main focus is either me by myself or me and another person that is like always there. So it'd be like the Breakdown Riff podcast, with Ryan
Kind of like
and
how
someone
Talking
else.
Shop is.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect example. I love that one. That they're funny. Theirs is funny.
Yeah,
I was
Dave Astor and Brendan Blacker are probably are close friends of mine. So
yeah,
yeah,
they're
yeah, definitely.
both good dudes. Um, I definitely want to. I did a podcast with them back in December, but there was
Yeah,
like a
I thought you
storm.
did.
Yeah, there was a storm happening, so it was kind of falling apart on their end, sadly. Um,
That's not good.
yeah, well, I mean, it wasn't their fault, I mean, it was a storm, like, we can't really help it. Um,
Right.
but what was I gonna say? Yeah, so like with the whole Liquid Death thing, yeah, I did the podcast thing. I'm not sure how I want to do it again. Like I've been talking about bringing it back. I've been kind of preparing for it, but after like hearing that no one
You
liked
got some
me,
pretty good guests on there, honestly. There's some
dude, I
pretty.
actually had like I had like 7 really big people that were actually gonna be on it, and then I quit because when I was in my relationship at the time, they kind of got frustrated with me always doing something, and like they were trying to be as
You
supportive as they
cannot
could.
catch a break.
Yeah, it's like I would work 10 hours and then come home and try to be home by 5 o'clock, do my podcast, then I'd be editing it, then I'd be editing thumbnails for it, then I'd be uploading it. And it's like that's literally my entire fucking day. And they, after a while, they got kind of tired of it because they were just like, you literally don't spend time with me. And I'm just like, well, I do, just not on Wednesdays and Fridays. Sorry.
That's not good.
Yeah, but I mean,
But
so
yeah, you have some pretty big names in the metal scene for that one. Wasn't I ask Atlantis? Wasn't that what it
oh, I
was?
think Atlantis.
I
Yeah,
think Atlantis.
yeah, I had all 3 of the guys on it. I had all 3 of the band members on that one. Wait, did I have all 3? I Jason, Andrew. Oh fuck, I don't remember. I don't remember what their drummer's name is, and I feel bad now.
That's okay. I do this honestly. I'm not gonna lie. I do the same thing with White Wolf. I can't ever remember the drummer's name. I'm sorry, White Wolf. I love you.
Well, their drummer actually isn't it Matt Haynes? He's not really around anymore. He
Oh,
moved.
that's not good.
I'm gonna look this up real quick if you're cool with that.
No, that's cool. Go for it. In the meantime,
Yeah,
I'll ask.
yeah. Ask me.
Okay, so we can get back to the questions. So actually, on a little bit of an other note, you skateboard, don't you? I remember that you were doing like this little one wheeled cycle thing through your hometown of Sacramento, and you did a live for that. Tell us a little bit about that. Tell us the community in Sacramento that's all about skateboarding. I mean,
Well, so I don't really know much about Sacramento skateboarding, to be honest, because I just skated in Ceres and Modesto like all the time, and I did for a bit in LA, but yeah, I was only ever part of the Ceres and Modesto scene. Sacramento, I work for a company now called Float Life, and we kind of like do skateboarding stuff. We all skate, but like it's not like how I used to skate. Like back in the day, I'd skate stairs and handrails and ledges and like all this shit. Nowadays, I'm just like, oh, cool, a little mini ramp. I'm gonna do some tricks, and then that's it.
right.
But yeah, I don't really. I've only skated like out here in Sacramento since I've lived here, and even before I lived here, I have maybe skated 25 times, maybe. That's
still pretty
maybe.
good.
Not really. Like I live out here and I never even skate. Like,
Well, nowadays skateboarding is not in the mainstream anymore. It's kind of hidden, especially because of the fact that people are tired of getting hurt. But it's something like literally I ran into 4 kids on the bus that are probably listening to this. That were into skateboarding, and I gave them a card and told them that I'm a podcast for metal and skateboarding, and they were there. They were skateboarding in Modesto. It's like people are doing it.
yeah, that's cool. I mean, it's
So
weird to
definitely
think
something.
that like I skated in Modesto because I owned the skateboard shop in 2008. So I was skating Modesto and Series in 2008. That was fucking.
I think I remember something about you putting that on your Facebook wall. I remember you saying that you had a skate shop.
Yeah, I did in 2008, and that was 14 years ago. Holy shit. 14 years ago. There's
Time's
no
dawning on
way. Bro, 14 years ago. Yeah, because, well, I closed it in 2010, so technically 12 years ago. So from 2008 to 2010, I owned the skateboard shop. 12 years ago. Holy shit.
Time's dawning on you, isn't it?
Yeah, and I remember everything about the shop. Like, if I just sit down for like a second and just gather my thoughts about it, I can remember the smell. I can remember like how the air like tasted.
It was
like
your
when I walked
lifestyle.
in. Dude, yeah, it was like, I can remember the sound of the door opening. I could, remember just my routine. I could remember like the colors, the prices, like the layout. Like, man, it was crazy. I lost my virginity in the skate shop.
That was okay. That's probably the high point of this conversation.
I think it's hilarious.
That's probably the reason why. He's like, oh, okay.
No, it's just, to me, it's funny. Like, at least for me, I can say, like,
this is where you put it.
No, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, blah blah blah. It's like, oh shit.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
So I want if you're okay with us moving on.
Yeah, go for it.
So I wanted to go back to some of your plans for the future of Titan. Do you have anything going on at the moment that you're looking to do? Maybe you're looking to put concerts together. Maybe you're looking to get things going again, or are you at the moment just breaking like everybody else?
Okay, just to tell you real quick, I don't have the drummer to Ice Taking Lantis. I don't have a podcast with him yet. That's what I was looking at. Yeah, I just wanted to try to remember his name. I'm sorry. So you're asking me what do I have planned for the band? What's going forward?
Yeah.
So if you
have anything going forward.
Yeah. No, so we have a new song coming out on the 18th. And Well, it's not really a new song. It's a new song to the internet. It's not a new song to anyone that's ever seen us live.
Oh yeah, right.
But it's gonna sound sick as fuck. So even if you've seen it live, just listen to the audio version. It's amazing. And actually, I vocally actually like. I'm actually when I listen to it, I'm like, holy shit, that's me. Like I did a really good job.
Mhm.
But and then after that, so the day after that, we actually have an announcement to make, which I can't say yet because
Right.
yeah. So I mean, it's pretty cool.
To be a.
Yeah. And then we're show wise though, I don't know. I really don't know. Titan Fest is gonna happen. You know, it's something that we want to do every year, but it all depends
Mhm.
because in the weird event that we get way bigger than we are, um, I don't know what to expect as time progresses, you know. So for now, I think we're still gonna try to do Titan Fest every year.
There you
And
go. There you go.
keep it small scaled, but I don't know officially yet because like I said, so on the 19th we have a really big announcement. It's really, I mean, to us it's a big deal, you know. To everyone else, they could just laugh
Right.
and go, "Oh, big news coming," but to us, it's actually a big deal because it's something that I've been like looking for a long time, and it actually is happening. So it's kind of cool.
There,
Um,
there you go.
yeah, I could say this though, it's not a record label, so we are not signing to a record label. So if anyone hears this, that's not what's happening.
All right.
That would be
All right.
cool, but that's not what's happening. Anyways though, um, yeah, I think we might try to
Just
start playing
settle
shows
down.
again.
You're basically settling and waiting,
Well,
setting things up as they come.
yeah. So right now also we're finishing the record. So the thing is so John he joined back in the band after Austin left a couple weeks ago.
Okay. Okay.
And John is my roommate. So literally when Austin left, we were like, fuck, what are we going to do? You know, we could just sit on this and just wait and just keep making music. Well, John moved in. Hector was like, sick. Now that John's back in the house, we're just going to have him play guitar and I want to play bass again. And we're all just like, all right, fuck it. Like Hector played bass originally anyways. So yeah. And
There you
and then
go. There you go. Everything's locked back into place.
yeah, exactly. And like this is the lineup for Titan right now is the strongest it's ever fucking been. And
There you go.
literally every night, me and John are writing a song or working on a song together every single
There
night
you
when he gets
go.
home. Besides the last couple nights. The last couple nights we haven't because he has college now, so he's been doing homework. But for a good like 3 weeks, we were just every night fucking writing. So we already have I think we're at 6 songs. And this is within the last 3 weeks. We have 6 new songs. Five,
Nice. There you
6.
go.
And that's not counting the new one that's coming out on the 18th.
Okay, that's intense, and like you got a lot going on. Um, as I'm sure you've seen a couple of my shows before, this is the part where I ask you, how can we reach you? What is your like social
Oh,
social?
so my social media stuff, my
Yeah, there
links.
you go.
Um, all
Yeah,
my
for me, we'll go with
yeah,
that.
all my social media is literally underneath the same name, the Ryan Titan, spelled correctly. So it doesn't have a V. It's just regular the Ryan Titan. Um, I'm pretty sure all my pictures, it's just me, with like this. I'm pretty sure that's my
There you
profile
go.
picture. Yeah, it's
Uh,
something like that.
okay, so here's one that I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna ask. What's your TikTok? Do you do TikTok?
I personally don't, but the band has one because we needed to make one, and that's under Titan Band, TITVN BAND.
Okay, that's one.
Um,
That's one for you people out there.
yeah, you know, I made it easy. I made it really fucking easy for everybody. It's Titan Band on all the social media. It's the Ryan Titan on all social media. Like, there's no differences on anything. It's super easy to find. Literally, just go on to Google and type in Titan Band, and it will bring up everything. We have a link tree that has all of our links to it. So if you go to Instagram, click on the bio, click on the link tree, and it takes you to Spotify, YouTube, pre-save our new song, blah, blah, blah. We have a merch store, which has fire ass fucking sweats. Look at this. Watch this. I'll show you how sick these sweats are.
Oh, that's good. This should be good. Oh, that's sick. Oh, I love it. I love it.
It's like,
I don't know what I like better, the picture or the lettering. Oh yeah, pick up one of those, guys. Pick up one of those.
yeah, and it's like super, super, super soft. My friend Kate, she bought some. Oh, sorry, hold on. I'm on my cable. My friend Kate, she bought some a couple weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago, and hi Lenny. Yeah, no, she loves them. She was like, "Holy shit, I'm so surprised! Like, they're so amazing." 45 minutes into it.
Yeah, right. I was about to kill it.
Oh,
so
God.
How longer I can keep going. So I actually, so what I was gonna say was, how much are you selling these shirts for?
So the site doesn't print on demand. So sadly, we have to. I think we sell shirts for like 20. I think some of them are $21 and some of them are 25. But like they're all high quality. Like I didn't do the cheapest because I just don't like the quality of this merch. So I put it a little bit higher. So the quality is really soft. It's really nice and durable, and the print is really, really nice on it. Like these.
It looks good.
The print on this is like, so I've washed these like maybe 30 times, and look how bright that color is still.
That is
like
really good.
That's nice. Like this is nice material, very nice. So, and the leggings I think only go for like $44, which is actually like we only make I think $6 off the final sale because it's all print. Yeah, it's print on demand, so I don't have to pay to get them made. It's like you guys buy it and you guys pay for them to make it. You pay for the shipping and you pay for the piece of merch, and then they do it all for you.
Thank you, Lenny.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. But yeah, the shirts, we have a couple really cool shirts on the site. I don't know how much longer we're going to keep some of that stuff up because we want to we're going to just revamp everything once we do our announcement on the 19th. So
right.
Yeah, we definitely have a lot of things that's going to be changing. But like show wise, I still don't know what we're going to do show wise. I'm just
right.
TBA. Up in the air about it. Yeah, it's because we still have to teach John not the new songs, but like we have to teach him Legion and we have to teach him Unholy because he hasn't played them yet. We've only been writing new songs with him, but it won't take him a long time to learn. He's one of the best guitar players I've ever met in my life. He can play anything.
So when you were at the warehouse, who was your lineup then?
It was me on vocals, Hector on guitar, Ugo on guitar, Austin on bass, and Steven on drums. So, nice. And so now it's me on vocals, Hector on bass, John on guitar, Hugo on guitar, and Steven on drums.
There you go.
That's
the way to do it.
Yeah, it's the strongest lineup we've ever had, and this is like out of the entirety of the band being both the Last Titan and Titan. It's fucking. This is where the next record is going to be very nu metal kind of. It's like nu metal with like some hardcore breakdowns with like some emotional like choruses. It's a difference. It's going to be different.
If we get Ninos to bring metal back in, would you be willing to do metal out in Modesto again?
Yeah, possibly. I don't see why not. It all like I said, what happens on the 19th, they are the people that we're working with. Oh man, I kind of already fucking ruined it. Holy shit. All right, so on the 19th, we're gonna be working with some people, and like that's their job is to do that. Oops. Fuck. All right. Well,
that's okay. We're getting near the end. So
I guess Holland now fucking ruining everything.
For the last, so I guess that's about it. Is there anything that you want to say to the people viewing this right now? Whether it's lifting people up, whether it's bringing them into the hard realization or something, what would you say to the viewers?
You could do anything you want in life. Just don't be a fucking bitch.
You can do it.
Yeah. Well, actually, that quote, it's stupid and cheesy and dumb. I get it, but like that quote has got me out of more than one spot when I was thinking that I couldn't do something. And like I think a lot of people need to just, I don't know, like, man, leave somebody with something inspirational. Okay, something inspirational.
Smoke.
No,
Do some
something
smoking.
inspirational. I'm if like I'm for me to smoke, I have to be very, 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 very fucking drunk. Like even when I'm very drunk, I still like say no. I just smoking's not my thing.
There you go.
It
Stay
just takes a
straight,
lot.
people.
Yeah, I'm not straight edge, but I will say like it takes a lot for me to smoke. Cigarettes, I'm against 100%. Fuck, you won't see me ever touch a cigarette, but like smoking weed, like
fuck cigarettes. Fuck the cigarette company.
Yeah. But no, so my inspirational quote would be, which I just posted on my Twitter actually yesterday. And it's a year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 months ago. If you were somewhere or if you ever dealt with a situation where you felt like I'm never going to recover from this, I'm never going to be okay, and how am I going to live? Think about how long ago that was. Think about where you are today. Think about how many times you probably were like, "Oh my God, I'm never gonna be okay," and you haven't even thought about that moment in however long. So it's like you're gonna be okay. Like I was engaged before and I got left, and I literally tried to commit suicide, and I am very lucky that what
You
happened
didn't.
when well, I did try, but it didn't work, and I ended up, doing rehabilitations and like, some classes and stuff. And I am so glad I would have never experienced anything that I've experienced in the last couple of years. I
Dude,
mean,
I'm fucking with this. I feel this.
yeah, so like literally like that's my number one thing. Like if you feel like I'm never going to be okay, just remember like in a month it won't matter. In a year it will not matter. You just have to accept it quicker, as in, okay, it's going to take some time. I need to keep myself busy. I need to work on stuff. I need to
There you
fucking
go.
just,
There you go.
yeah, and it doesn't matter what it is. It could be like
It'll
watching a
end.
TV
It'll
show.
end.
Yeah, it's like, oh, watch your favorite TV show, or go skateboarding, go bike riding, go hiking. Find something new to do. If picking up cans on the side of the road is something that's going to make you feel better, then go do it. Like no one has to understand. And if somebody goes, "Oh, why do you watch that?" or "Why do you do that?" Because I've been in a really bad situation and this is something that helps me get better. And you don't have to explain it. And like that's my biggest thing is I have this huge fucking problem with oversharing and explaining too much shit when I don't even have to. But I just do it because for me, out of the goodness of my like, not the goodness of my heart, but like just my character, I love to just let people know what's going on. I don't know why.
Oh.
I wear my heart on my sleeve like a fucking idiot, but I just that's the other thing. Is like so many people will just be like, "Oh man, I could tell you anything. I could trust you with anything." And people feel that way because I'm that way towards them. I tell them all this shit that they're just like,
Right.
yeah, like yeah. So it's like I don't know.
Feel that fire.
Yeah. So like I said, if you feel like you can't, hey, you have a good night, Lenny.
Thank you, Lenny.
But like I said, like if you feel like you're not going to be okay, just remember when you weren't okay and that you are okay now. Like everything's going to be okay. We only live this one life, so everything's going to be okay.
Right.
That was like, that's something that I would always, like, if someone ever came back up to me and was like, "Oh my God, I'm so suicidal," like whatever, I would just be like, "Look, you got to like think about what's happening. think about when's the last time you were upset? When's the last time you felt, you couldn't make out of it? And you just tell them like, it's going to be okay. This is just right now. You're really hurting, and that's okay. If you need a hug, get a fucking hug. Walk up to a stranger and be like, hey, I know this is weird.
I need this.
I need I'm fucking losing my mind. I feel like I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Like I'm so fucking miserable. I need a fucking hug.
Yeah,
From
grab someone
like,
and just go off. Just go off.
You'd be amazed how many other people out there are fucking suffering inside their own mind, inside their heart. They're suffering. And to have a stranger walk up and say, hey, I'm going through this shit. I need a hug. You don't know if they need it. You have no idea. I mean, what they could maybe just be like, no, I'm good. Like, okay, fuck off. Or some people are going to be like, you know what? I could really use a fucking hug too. Like, I'm not saying go hug people, but I'm saying like, if you really fucking need a hug, ask. Because
there you go. There's people out there that have your back.
Yeah, and you don't even know some of those people.
Contrary to popular belief, we are not evil creatures to each other. Yes, it may seem that way 90% of the time. But go outside of your bedroom, go outside of your house, and talk to people, and you will find that we are not as evil as the news represents.
Oh yeah, especially when they say metalheads are fucking evil and worshipers and stuff. Yeah, I'm just like, bro, like, okay. You call me a devil worshiper, yet you work for the Illuminati. All right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, they're not really.
You want to call the kettle black?
I'm just making a dumb like assumption that it's like you guys are either leftists or right, all right, whatever the other option is. So it's like, yeah, it's like you ain't any better, man. Like, I don't know. I think I'd rather deal with someone that deals with the devil than deals with fucking politics.
I feel that.
I should write a
politics.
song.
Politics is. I was based into a democratic base, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Like, yeah, but I hate the only reason I jumped on the I hate Trump is because he was the only one we truly believed was bad. Everybody else, I don't care. I don't care.
I don't know. Everyone has their own opinions about it. Everyone has their own interpretations on it. I don't voice what I feel about when it comes to politics. The only person that I ever actually truly go, nah, she's a fucking piece of shit is Hillary Clinton. Like, she's a scumbag piece of shit. Like, I don't care what you say, dude. She literally like let a bunch of our military men fucking die.
There is no good way to saying for some of these people. Yeah. Anyway, we better cut this off short. I don't want to get. I don't want us to go ahead and get the politics on us.
Yeah, have somebody come in and be like, "No, I'm gonna fucking politically correct you and tell you you're wrong."
I hate that.
It's like it's my own opinion, though.
Right. All right, everyone. This is Ryan. Thank you, Ryan Brown, for being such a badass mofo, for being on my show, and for making Titan as great as it is so far.
Can I screen share on this?
Huh?
Can I screen share?
I think you can.
Oh, hold up. Hold up, share. Hold up.
All right, well, we're gonna say goodbye.
No, don't say goodbye.
Don't say goodbye yet.
Yeah, no. Hold up. I'm gonna do something. Give me like 1 second.
All right, hold on. We're gonna pause. We're gonna stay a little bit longer for Ryan to do something.
Yeah, just give me like 1 second. My computer's taking forever to load.
Okay, cool. Is it working? We're still recording.
No, it's fine. It's fine. All right, here we go. Let me screen share and share with audio.
Did you get it?
We're gonna click this. I'm gonna click this. Do you see that?
Yes, I see it.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna go like this.
Wait, I might be able to like make it like. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh, check out what I did. How's that?
Can you hear that?
No, I cannot hear that.
Oh, you can't hear it? It says that it's sharing the audio with you.
It's probably doing it, but it's probably not going. I'm probably not sharing it with me. It's probably sharing with the audience though.
All right, let me try one more time.
All right, do it one more time.
All right, hold on.
This will be a one time thing for a HexHeart podcast. Having Ryan put up stuff for us.
All right, let me see. Let me see if I can get it to work. All right, so it says share system audio.
It was cool that you popped that up though.
All right, so it shows that it's on. It shows that I'm sharing it. Let me know if you can hear this.
Let me see if it works.
Can you not hear that?
No, still can't hear it.
Interesting. Never mind. It won't. I guess it's not.
Ah, but that was cool nevertheless. That was awesome. Okay, I'm going to go.
Sorry. I tried to get it to work.
That's okay. It was cool. Everyone, this is Ryan Brown of the one and only Titan, TIT, flip over VN. And I hope that you have a good night. And I will see you on another show.
All right. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Are we good? I don't know.